This is Chancellor Zobanda with the news on Zodiac. Our top stories. Public health expert says arrest of returnees at Mabanga and Blantyre exposes suspects in police cells to COVID-19. Meanwhile, thieves ransack COVID-19 isolation center, forcing authorities to ask people to keep the sick in their homes. Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital in Blantyre sounds SOS over shortage of assistive devices at the facility. And in sports, Farm extends mandate for regional football affiliates following suspension of the elections last year. We now give you the news in detail. Public health expert Professor Adamson Muula has described as a disaster the arrest of some 30 people among the people who ran riot at Mabanga Quarantine Center in Blantyre Sunday. Professor Muula says putting in police custody people whose COVID-19 status is not known is risking lives of those already in police cells. Malawi Prison Service says it's yet to assess value of property damaged by returnees in the mayhem at Mabanga Prison Training College, the isolation center. Hapenjala Manu filed this report.
Reports reaching us indicate that police on Sunday arrested 33 Malawian returnees from South Africa at Mabanga Prison Training College, where they are in quarantine. They were arrested on suspicion that they set ablaze college property, such as hostels, beds, and mattresses, as they demand to be released for their homes. Police are, however, yet to comment on the matter. Public health expert of College of Medicine, Professor Adamson Muula, says this is a sign that Malawi does not learn from experiences, as this is not the first incident to happen. Professor Muula, however, says the arrest of people whose COVID-19 status is not known may propagate transmission of the disease to wherever the suspects are being held. Meanwhile, spokesperson for Malawi Prison Service, Chimwemwe, says they are yet to assess the damages caused at the college. Malawi is still puzzled with rising cases of COVID-19, which continues to claim lives in the country.
Meanwhile, all COVID-19 patients in Deza are being treated in their homes after thieves broke into a staff quarantine home there and made away with anything they could lay their hands on. Health officials are advising families with small houses to find means of keeping patients in isolation. District Health Office spokesperson Mwaili Abunya says this is a setback in the fight against the pandemic, considering increased numbers of the infected in the border district. Well, in the middle of the pandemic, national MSc examinations seem to continue without any major issues and under strict COVID-19 measures. We visited some schools and talked to some candidates and teachers who confirmed that to this end, the exams have not encountered any challenges. We have this report by Western Guta.
Teachers and candidates that we have spoken with in some schools have told us that no challenges have so far been encountered in the Malawi School Certificate of Education examinations currently being administered in the country. At Nkhani Secondary School in Lilongwe, for instance, some candidates told us that they were encouraged to avoid thinking about the exam that was cancelled last year, but instead focus on the paper in their hands this year.
The exams have been fair, and so far it has been really good. I don't think I personally have experienced any challenges.
The exams are going on quite well, and we are really surprised that there is no leakage.
Deputy head teacher at Nkhani Secondary School, Lloyd Chirambo, said that they have not encountered any challenges so far.
Because they are a bit disturbed, we just give them ample time to prepare for these exams. So I think the learners were geared for the exams, and we hope that they're doing better.
Spokesperson of the Malawi National Examinations Board, Mane Mayamikuchiwaya, has told us that the board has not received serious issues pertaining to the examinations.
After we had already issued out the confidential instructions, then one of the teachers took a picture of the confidential instructions and sent them to one candidate of charismatic private secondary school. So we have managed to trace, at least we have arrested the candidate, and we also managed to trace the one of the people who had sent the confidential instruction to the candidate.
154,146 candidates were registered for the examinations, and Maneb says it is yet to establish how many of them are sitting for the examinations. The 2020 MSCE examinations were first postponed due to the spread of the coronavirus pandemic before being cancelled again in November following massive leakage. For Zodiac in Lilongwe, this is Western Guta reporting.
Meanwhile, State House has announced cancellation of weekly briefs in the wake of escalating COVID-19 cases in the country. They are now contemplating on the possibility of having the meetings virtually. Public health expert Professor Adamson Muula and social commentator Victor Jipofia say this sends a strong message to the public on the importance of adhering to COVID-19 preventive measures. Alex Panda has a report.
The COVID-19 scare has forced State House to cancel this week's weekly brief at the state residences. This is where the State House press office engages journalists to update Malawians on what President Lazarus Chakwera is doing to address challenges facing the country and implementation of government policies and his development agenda. Press Secretary Brian Banda has also confirmed that security around the president has been beefed up, with those close to him getting tested at least once every 3 days.
We are conducting tests every 3 days, depending on those whose proximity to the president is very crucial. 3 days and sometimes 7 days to those that do not have a close proximity with the head of state.
College of Medicine public health expert Professor Adamson Moula thinks this sends a strong signal to the public.
Really considering that COVID-19 has gone out of hand. So for me, what I'm expecting is then what sort of actions will come from State House in terms of responding to the COVID-19 pandemic.
A social commentator, Victor Chibofia, says Malawians should consider being more vigilant.
There has not been seriousness in the way that Malawians have responded to it. So for the State House to even cancel a function like the weekly press briefing, it will bring some sense of seriousness to say, guys, this thing is really before us, and we need to be very careful. And I think as a general public as well, it will send a very strong message on on the dangers of COVID-19.
On Sunday, President Lazarus Chakwera attributed the rise in cases to laxity among Malawians, with over 1,500 cases recorded in less than a fortnight. For Zodiac, this is Alex Vanda.
Staying with the pandemic, the Board of Principal Secretary for Information, Ernest Kanchenche, who died of COVID-19, has been laid to rest. This report filed by Alinafe Mlamba.
At around 15 minutes before the hour of 3 on Monday afternoon, the body of late Ernest Kanchenche was laid to rest at Area 18 Cemetery in Lilongwe after he succumbed to COVID-19 hours earlier. Tributes from friends, former workmates, the clergy and others described the passing of Kanchenche as a big loss, with some describing him as a man of character whose contribution to the community will live to be remembered. In his eulogy, Minister of Information Gospel Kazako described Kanchenche as a man whose caliber is irrepressible, stating his demise is a big loss to the civil service. Before assuming the position of Principal Secretary, Kanchenche served as the Commissioner for the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, Clerk for the Cabinet in the Office of the President and Cabinet, and also served at the Malawi High Commission in South Africa and the Malawi Embassy in Egypt, among others. The late Kanchenche was born on 3rd January 1965.
You're watching the news on Zodiac. We'll be back with more news shortly. The National Planning Commission (NPC), which was established through an Act of Parliament to develop the long and medium-term development plans for the country and oversee their implementation, is pleased to announce that Malawi's new vision, christened Malawi 2063, will be launched on Tuesday, 19 January 2021, at a grand ceremony to take place at the Bingu International Convention Center (BICC) in Lilongwe. His Excellency the President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, will preside over the event. National Planning Commission for an inclusively worthy and safely land nation.
National Planning Commission, spearheading wealth creation for all.
National Planning Commission, spearheading wealth creation for all.
Precious things have a secret formula. While John is busy trying to impress, James discovered Tangu's secret. Tangu uses Purity sanitary products from Purity body wash, Purity hands wash, Purity body lotion to Purity dishwash. After a week of using Purity sanitary products, James won the heart of Tangu. Use Purity sanitary products.
Welcome back. My name is Chansim Lozabanda. Another look at the headlines. Public health expert says arrest of returnees at Mabanga in Blantyre exposes suspects in police cells to COVID-19. Meanwhile, thieves ransack COVID-19 isolation center, forcing authorities to ask people to keep the sick in their homes. Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Blantyre sound SOS of a shortage of assistive devices at the facility. In sports, Farm extends mandate for regional football affiliates following suspension of elections last year. Moving on with the news, Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital in Blantyre has sounded an SOS of a shortage of assistive devices at the facility. A senior nursing officer at the facility, MalawiNews, has told us, for example, guardians are having to carry their sick due to lack of wheelchairs and crutches. Alfred Guta reports on the situation.
A senior nursing officer at Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital, MalawiNews, told On Zodiak Saturday, the facility's wheelchairs, for example, have been overused. According to Ngwira, they struggle to move patients who are bedridden and those who can't walk due to physical disabilities. She spoke on Saturday when UK-based organizations World Care Foundation and Who's to Heal donated assistive devices to various institutions, including Queen Elizabeth Central Hospital.
Most of the times we struggle with overused wheelchairs, or maybe some of the patients we carry them. So if we have these wheelchairs, or maybe the walkers, the patients who are very sick and be able to be taken to any place that they're supposed to be taken. So I feel like this is very helpful. Even for the walkers, they'll be very helpful for physical stability of our patients, because it will be part of an exercise to some of them that are recovering.
My Aisha Trust Project Director Abdul Aziz Yassin, whose organization is partnering with UK-based organizations, says the idea is to ease mobility of patients and those who can't walk due to physical disabilities.
These are partners with us. We work with communities in the rural areas, and they have come to Malawi to see what people are going through. They have met people with disabilities and with a number of challenges, physical challenges, and this is what prompted them to say they can go, when they go back home, they will mobilize resources, come and donate to Malawi.
According to Yassin, they will reach out to 15 institutions and over 1,000 individuals. For Zodiac in Blantyre, this is Alfred Guta reporting.
And moving on to sports, the Football Association of Malawi FAM has extended mandate for its 3 regional football affiliates to ensure continuity and prevent a power vacuum following the suspension of elections last year. 3 regional affiliates had until today to vacate office following the expiry of their 6-day grace period after the Anti-Corruption Bureau halted their elective assemblies in November last year over alleged irregularities in nominations. Sambanda has the details.
At its first quarterly meeting this year in Mangochi over the weekend, the Football Association of Malawi's Executive Committee resolved to extend the mandate of its 3 regional affiliates to ensure there is continuity and avoid governance crisis within the football structures. The graft-busting body, Anti-Corruption Bureau, halted elective assemblies for the Southern, Central and Northern Regions Football Associations in November last year over alleged irregularities in the nomination exercise and is yet to release the outcome of its investigations. This led to FAM providing an extra 60 days of grace period for the affiliates, which enabled the current administration in the 3 associations to continue serving office until today. FAM's Competitions and Media Manager Gomeziani Zakazaka explains.
That standoff presented a possible power vacuum because since November, when the mandate of these people expired, the committees had 60 days to hold elections. But now that period of 60 days is going to expire. So the Football Association of Malawi are using Article 75 of the FAM statutes, which gives the committee powers to make a final decision on any matters that are not provided in the FAM statutes, to extend the mandate of the 3 regional football associations until their cases with the Anti-Corruption Bureau are concluded. Up until that time that the Anti-Corruption Bureau is going to make determinations on the case.
Meanwhile, Chiwembe has advised the 3 regional affiliates to fully comply with the ACB's restriction order and also cooperate with the investigations being undertaken to ensure the matter is duly resolved.
And finally, across the borders, Mozambique's President Filipe Nyusi has concluded a one-day state visit to Tanzania, where bolstering bilateral cooperation and security between the 2 neighboring countries were top of the agenda. President John Magufuli and Mr. Nyusi did not issue a joint statement as many observers had expected, but Mr. Nyusi said after the meeting that they had talked about the security situation. Mozambique's northernmost province of Cabo Delgado, which borders Tanzania's southern Mtwara region, has been riven by violence since 2017. An Islamist militant group which has pledged allegiance to the so-called Islamic State group has carried out raids and deadly attacks, killing hundreds and displacing thousands of people in the gas-rich region. And that's about what we had time for in this edition of the news. But before we go, another look at the headlines. Public health expert says arrest of returnees at Mapanga in Blantyre exposes suspects in police cells to COVID-19. Meanwhile, thieves ransack COVID-19 isolation center, forcing authorities to ask people to keep the sick in their homes. Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Blantyre sounds SOS of a shortage of assistive devices at the facility. And in sports, FAM extends mandate for regional football affiliates following suspension of elections last year. Log on to our website, zodiacmalawi.com, for more news. My name is Chansi Mozabanda. Goodbye, and remember to watch your distance, wear your mask, and wash your hands with soap frequently to help contain the spread of COVID-19. National Planning Commission NPC lomwe linapatsidwa mphamvu ndi nyumba ya malamulo zotsogolera ntchito yopanga